Praise Jesus Christ. My name is Noella Achieng. I welcome you to the Virtuous Woman Ministry video YouTube channel. This is our third video. The Virtuous Woman Ministry comes from the book of Proverbs 31, from verse 10 to 31. And verse 10 says, a virtuous woman whose worth is far above rubies. So this is the kind of woman we are striving to be like. Welcome. Okay, now welcome, ladies. I would like to show you first of all how we can use salt to solve the many problems that we can have in the house, and especially at night when we cannot access the shop or the chemist. So first of all, we can use salt when we don't have maybe water around, we don't have soap, or maybe the water is too little to use soap, but we want to use our hands and we are not sure if our hands are clean. So we can take a bit of salt and a bit of water and scrub our hands, and it will be done. So our hands will be free of germs and we can use it even if it's for eating food without having to cause any infections. We can also use salt for in case you have suddenly a running stomach, maybe in the house at night, you or your family. You can take a pinch of salt and a palm of sugar in a warm glass of water and mix and stir and drink. That will help the stomach if it's an upset, or if you have a running stomach, it will help stop the dehydration. Thirdly, we can also use salt to scrub the surface of a board, your chopping board. If you have been using it to cut other foods and you do not think that it's clean enough, so you can put a little bit of water and salt and use it to scrub the board and make it germ-free. That way we avoid food poisoning, especially when it comes to meaty kind of food. Lastly, we can use salt to clean up our utensils. Maybe you are not sure of the utensil that you have been given to use to put your food in. So you can take a bit of salt and just use your hands to scrub around, just to ensure that the plate is germ-free. So you will be safe from any kind of infection, bacterial infection. Okay, our next very important item at home is the baking soda. Okay, so I'll show you a number of things that we can use baking soda to do instead of the normal things that we are used to. For example, when we are cooking vegetables like cowpeas leaves and pumpkin leaves, they are a bit hard. So when we add a little water in a cooking pan plus water, a little water, and we put in the chopped vegetables and boil for a short time, about 10 minutes or so, it will be well cooked. Just make sure you don't put a lot of it because it will be too watery. Next, we can also use baking soda as a facial scrub. If you don't have facial scrub at home, just ensure that you don't put a lot of it. You just need to put a little bit in a teaspoon and mix with a little water and just use it to scrub your face, and then you wash off with lots of water. And we can also use baking soda when we want to clean our toilet bowls. Maybe you run out of Vim or any other cleaning agent. You can just take a bit of baking soda and just sprinkle around the bowl and with a little water. And then you use your toilet brush and scrub, and then you wash off. It will be clean. Finally, you can use it to scrub your teeth. It's a good cleanser for the teeth, making teeth whiter, but it's not good to use a lot of it. You just put a little on your brush with a little water and use it to scrub your teeth, and then wash off with a lot of water. Just make sure that you don't use it frequently. Okay, our next very important item is lemon. Yeah, we can use lemon at home to do many things. So just ensure that you always have lemons in the house. One, you can use lemon to make lemonade. If you suddenly have a visitor that is in a hurry and you cannot make tea for them or any other drink, and you don't have juice at home, so you can just squeeze a bit of lemon in water, drinking water, and put a little sugar, and you have your lemonade with probably some biscuits. Secondly, you can use lemon to make yogurt at home. We know very well, and especially in my country, Kenya, yogurt has become very expensive. So you can take one lemon and squeeze out the juice in a cup, and then just mix with a glass of milk, and you will, within a short time, around 5 or 10 minutes, you will have your yogurt. And finally, you can also use lemon, and a bit of ginger, and a teaspoon of honey mixed with warm water, and drink. It's very good for combating flu and chesty coughs. So we're about to finish. Before our last item, we'll talk about ginger. Ginger, as a rhizome, is very important to have in the house, because ginger, the rhizome is actually juicy and more tasty. So when you use it, crush it and use it in your cooking, it makes the food tasty, hot, but not as hot as chili. So I like using it for my stews, and especially when cooking maize and beans, what is locally known in Kenya as githeri. It makes githeri very sweet. It's also good when you're cooking your stews, like meat stew, vegetable stew, as well as fish stew. And finally, it's lovely when you're using it, when you're making your tea. I love ginger tea because it's very tasty. I can take a lot of tea. And one thing I know, even as I take ginger, is that it helps prevent high blood pressure, because ginger makes the blood thin. Our last item is the aloe vera plant. I always ensure I have aloe vera wherever I stay, because aloe vera is very important in our houses. We always have injuries, our children always have injuries, small accidents, and aloe vera comes in very handy, because whenever there's a cut or a burn, just break a piece of the leaf and just apply that juicy fluid on the cut, and leave it for some time. When it's dry, you can apply again. I want to assure you, this is something I have used for a very long time for my children and for myself. It actually works. The wounds heal very quickly, and they actually leave no scars. So I would advise every mother, every woman in their homes to make sure they always have an aloe vera plant, such that if you have any accident, in case you do, just take a bit of it and apply. The other use for aloe vera is when probably it's night time and you're not able to go to the shop and you have nothing, no kind of medicine for the stomach in the house. If any of your family suddenly has a stomach ache, stomach pains, then you can take a leaf, one big leaf, or if they're small, you can take more than one, wash and cut in pieces and dip in boiling water, a little boiling water, probably a glass of boiling water, for just a short time, and then remove it from the fire, let it cool, and drink, slowly drink the mixture. And within no time, your stomach will cool down. It's a very good remedy for the stomach when there is no doctor around. Okay, thank you, ladies, for staying with us. I hope you have learned something that will help you at home as well as the ladies around you. You can share this YouTube video with your friends, your relatives, and just ensure that every other woman around you will be as empowered as you are. We are planning to have better and more and better videos that we will share with you, and especially on housekeeping. So just stick around. I hope to see you on our next video. Shalom.